there you have it, your APTA National Champions.
Best match of the year.
Brilliant shot.
Incredible stuff. And it's sitting up and he's right there.
Hello and welcome to the APTA Tour. We are live from the Orchard Lake Country Club in Detroit, Michigan, bringing you the Detroit Invitational Grand Prix, a 2022-23 APTA Tour event, which is the sixth stop on the APTA Tour, presented by Remedy Plus and sponsored by the APTA membership, the APTA national sponsors Paddle Pro and Fusion, and local sponsors Bell Tire, DIAG, Detroit Platform Tennis Association, Asset Health, Jack McNaughton, Stretch Lab.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Homes,
Tonight's match
Real Estate,
in the
Marissa
2022 Detroit
Jen
Invitational is a women's semifinal. Best of three tie-break sets.
Hudson Avenue, Hardy
On my
Hospo
left,
Luxury
from Union,
Real
New
Estate.
Jersey, Florentina
Thursday
Hanisch,
night
and her
OLCC
partner
guys.
from Westport, Connecticut,
Capsipa.
Anna Maria Zabori. On my right, from Wilton, Connecticut, Amy Shea and her partner from Darien, Connecticut, Jolene Suter. Suter Shea won the toss and have elected to receive.
I'm Jerry Viant, along with Mark Fischel, bringing you the women's semifinal between the number 3 seeds Amy Shea and Jolene Sutter.
I'm so sorry. I'm thinking hockey, you know.
And
Did I
the
do it
number
last
1
year, too?
seeds Flor Harnisch
All right.
and Anna Maria Zabori.
Anna Maria will always correct me.
And welcome, Mark. I can hear
Thank you,
our
Jerry.
umpires chatting to the players here as they're taking their warm-up serves.
You want to identify the players before we take a quick look at the draw? The top left of your screen is Amy Shea in the dark blue and her partner in the white hat, Jolene Sutter. And at the bottom of the screen, I guess I get to define them either way, that's Anna Maria Zabori. Actually, they're wearing the same clothes. So that's Anna Maria Zabori at the net and Flor Harnisch on the left side walking towards the net. So let's take a fast look at the draw to see how the teams got here. And as you
Yeah,
can
you can see
see,
the top of the screen there. You have Harnisch and Zabori played Crane Herschel in the quarterfinals, and Shea Sutter played Gio Williamson. And Mark, I believe you called that match. That was a close first set, 7-5, and then they just pulled away in the second set.
yep, and this is a rematch of last year's final, the 2021 Detroit Invitational, won very easily by Harnisch Zabori. And I would be surprised if we saw anything different today, Jerry.
Well, I mean, head-to-head, Harnisch and Zabori have won 6 times. I think they haven't lost a set to this team. So it is a tall order, but you know what? It's platform tennis and things happen, and temperature's a little bit colder now than the players have played in the previous tournament, so we'll see.
And you're speaking from a 90-degree weather, so you know that colder temperatures are here.
I am, and it's also Sunday morning, so if anybody wants the answers to the spelling bee at the New York Times, I can make all my paddle friends geniuses. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this match. I always like it when the temperature drops. So play has started.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how Sutter and Shea are going to do any damage.
And that's Jolene Sutter playing the deuce side. She's the lefty, and she loves her two-handed backhand. That's her shot that she's going to look.
And that's Anna Maria Zabori serving. So 30 love first game. Jerry, we were talking earlier that with Brad that I really think it benefited Hannah Sabori losing a match early in the year.
It 100%. It just helped them refocus, and after that incredible run last year where they were undefeated, national champions, and you know, if you have to lose, and learn from it, you know. I think this is going to be
it
interesting.
Takes the pressure.
Yes. Yeah, it does. Early in the season, just get that different feeling, and also, you know, it helped them recalibrate because they played that first tournament, Montclair. They got away from the style that they won all those matches of the previous season, and it made them really look at what it is they need to do to be successful again. So
30,
what I'm
15.
what I'm interested to see here, Mark, is how they handle that lefty lob out of the deuce side from Sutter, because she can cause a little bit of confusion as to who's going to take that overhead in the middle.
All.
Tough overhead to try from outside the service box.
And you'd expect to see Shea and Sutter playing very slowly.
Yeah, the speed of play, again, that's
30,
too far
40.
out of the service box to be trying that overhead.
Game, Shea, Sutter.
Here's the first break.
In the first game of the first set.
A very sloppy start from Hannah Sabori.
A couple of wrong choices there on the overhead, but you know, like I always say, you got to give everybody the first 4 games just to get into the match and get the feeling. The ball, I can hear the sound of the ball, but like I said, because the temperature has dropped now, we get into the winter paddle where the ball doesn't come off so far off the screens. They're going to be trying to keep those overheads deep and low.
There's a live look at the other match. Kira Medeiros up
And this is an
early.
interesting one. This is the new team that we've been talking about, Kiro and Medeiros
Sutter to
playing.
serve.
Okay, Jolene Sutter to serve to Flor Hanisch.
Love 15.
Nice, accurate drives there by Zabori. If Jolene's is a little bit susceptible with her volleys, and especially if she gets off the net. She likes to get way tight. She's got incredible foot speed. She gets in quickly to the net, and she likes to get right on top of the net, but she's vulnerable to her volleys when she's off the net. Smart move there. She stays back.
We saw in the
Testing the
last
foot
match,
speed
30.
early of Amy Shea.
we saw Gia Williamson trying to move Shea around, hit some hard overheads at her, hit some drop shots.
Love 40.
So love 40.
Fifteen 40.
Okay,
Amy
just
Shea.
summarize. We got Jolene Sutter serving 1 love, 15-40, first set. see early, Amy Shea's hitting a lot of hard overheads, side back to Zabori.
Hard and high on the screen.
30, 40.
It's high on the screen. You tend to give your opponent more looks, more choices of what they can do with the ball coming off the screen that high.
It's a shot she struggled with earlier in her career.
Sabori showing some of her soccer skills there. Obviously, she's been watching a bit of the World Cup. Amy Shea is the director of platform tennis at the Woodway Country Club in Connecticut. A veteran on the tour. Credit to her that she's still out there competing at a high level.
Brad and I talked about in the last match, just amazing. Been around so long playing at such a high level.
Yeah, and she's made a lot of adjustments to her game as the game has evolved. I see they're keeping the overheads deep. I don't want Amy Shea. She is pinpoint accurate with her drives.
This is that lob wide.
Advantage, Miss Zabori.
Break point here to tie up the first set, 1-1.
Going in the I formation early, I like that.
Yeah, I think especially against Zabori, because she's just finding
Game.
that volley.
Anish Zabori. Games are 1-1. First set.
Oh, the mitts coming on Zabori's
Anish to
hand
serve.
there.
Yep.
The glove and the mitts out. Nice serve down the tee by Harnish.
Another missed lob.
15 love. Ball was wide. Ball was wide. 15 all.
Nice spot by Shea there, finding
15,
Zabori off the
30.
net, having to volley up on her forehand volley.
Good eye from
30
Zabori there,
all.
letting that ball go.
Yeah, shoulder high.
Thirty, 40.
Just seems kind of flat out there early, Jerry.
Yeah,
A lot of misses that you wouldn't expect.
not rushing. You know, like again, those first 4 games, you just get your timing, get your speed of play. Don't let your opponents dictate. So sometimes Harnish and Zabori want to get off to too quick a start, and by that I mean, you know, looking to drive, and it's
That
that
hasn't been
fine
their problem
line.
so much today.
Deuce.
That's where Jolene's got to get back up tight on the net. They're moving her back to take that deep lob and then getting that reaching volley error.
Yep.
Nice rip.
And catches the seam, too.
Advantage, Miss Shea.
Nice lob.
Game, Shea,
Another
Sutter.
break.
And the mid is off, and the vest is coming off.
First set.
There we go. So Hanish and Zabori are both teaching professionals. Hanish is the head of women's paddle at the Plainfield Country Club. And Anna Maria Zabori is the director of platform tennis at the Country Club of New Canaan. Actually, she's the director of everything.
racket sports.
Yes, rackets.
Hired full-time last year.
Doing a fabulous job. The word on the street. She's really enjoying her time.
Very exciting to see how many female directors there are in the Fairfield County area these days.
Yeah, I mean, just yeah, it's just been wonderful to watch. We were talking about it the other day, and how much that has changed. You know, when I first started, we were happy to be assistants, and it's just evolved with the association, the teaching association, and now you just see more and more women getting the director jobs, not just the director of platform tennis, like you said, but director of rackets.
To
so
serve.
Macy
we've come a
Medeiros now
long
at
way.
Rolling Hills.
Yeah, out there. You see Shea and Sutter look to switch sides. I've got backhands in the middle here with the lefty. We'll see how long they stay there.
15.
There's a tissue that fell out of her pocket there. It was interesting in the middle of the point. You can see Jolene Sutter going throwing it out now. Probably should have called a let there.
All.
Great serve from Shea,
Huge
catches the nick.
serve.
30
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, she's really got some heat on that.
Oh, that's a ping
Nice
point
return of serve by Zabori.
You can see early on the determination from Shea and Sutter to be patient, lobbing a lot of balls. There have been several balls early. Sutter could have driven and didn't.
40 15.
And they are really playing. I think there's smart strategy. They've got to play slow against Hanish Zabori.
Yeah, they've got to test them.
Game. Shea Sutter. They
The
lead
first hold of the
38
match.
to 1.
And a well-served
First set.
game from Amy Shea.
Yeah. Yeah, really a lot of speed, a lot of pace on that serve, and deep.
Great spot there from Sutter. Finds the right hip of Zabori, and the
Love
other glove is
15.
coming off. You think if she makes another mistake, the hat?
Well, she's got a glove on her left hand still, so. Yeah, Hanish and Zabori,
30.
they've got to tighten up their game right now. They're a little out of sorts, I think.
And the first 4 games are over.
And that's why I can comment. And Sutter and Shea look really sharp.
Oh, that's a crazy shot.
Love 40.
That was the exact opposite of what you meant by tighten up their games.
Right.
And across the court in front of her
she-
partner, hit her backhand.
What? I think she saw Sutter off the net and wanted to take advantage of it. They've taken Harnish out of the play. They're making Zabori build her own point and testing the patience of Zabori to see if she'll wait for the right ball. Good point by Shea Sutter. Really sticking to their game plan here. They're not giving Zabori an opportunity to drive at all. And they're making the switch at net.
Game.
Completely flat-footed
They lead
Harnish
4
there,
games to 1,
and they're off
first set.
to a 4-1 lead in the first set.
Yeah, Zabori is a great example of one of my favorite Charles Barkley-isms. Good players have confidence when they're playing well, and great players have confidence when they're playing poorly. And with Zabori, you just always feel like she's going to turn it around. She's always believing. It doesn't matter how poorly she does or doesn't play. I mean, a great example to me was first set of Nationals last year, Long Island, in the final, where she played a poor first set and then just picked it up and just was the best player in the court the last 2 sets.
Yeah, I mean, part of her growth as a player last year is she sees the court. She sees the court as a whole, and she recognizes what needs to be done and makes adjustments.
A proud partner to the APTA, Fusion curates what's next in branded gear and apparel for your companies, your team, or your event. With a team of dedicated industry experts, Fusion curates high-end product selections for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate identity. We create a stress-free shopping experience with custom online stores and quick custom ordering to get the gear you need now without any hassle. Visit gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion provide you with gear to fuel your brand.
All right, Jolene Sutter's serving, up 4-1 in the first set.
And right now they are hemorrhaging errors.
Anna Maria, the ball's back there. Thank you.
And it's usually Harnish, who builds the play. And they've taken her out
15 love.
of the point building so far.
Boy, from this angle, that looks like a footfall from Jolene Sutter on the center stripe.
Yeah, and again, she stayed back, which is a smart play, not giving Zabori a target for her drive.
30 love.
And Shea and Sutter just continue to roll.
I can't see that, so if you all see that and call, I'm going to take a look for it now.
Okay, so
going forward.
Flor Harnish is pointing
happening
out
now?
what I just commented on, which is that Sutter's back foot is way over the center stripe.
I could not tell on that one.
But she's absolutely right.
30 love, yes.
Shea really smart lobs here. That could be trouble. She's really getting Zabori to travel. Hitting those overheads from behind Harnish. There it is again. Nice touch by Zabori. You kind of feel like there's going to be a razzle-dazzle shot happening soon that's going to get their energy level up.
Agreed.
I don't think I've called a match where Zabori hasn't hit some shot between her legs or behind her back, or we have yet to see that play yet. time Sutter came in behind her
Yep.
serve.
But then came in behind the
40,
volley, too.
15.
It took away the room. Zabori wanted that little chip, and Sutter was on top of the net. There was no room.
Yeah, Shea Sutter really in a commanding position right here early in the first set. 4-1, 40-15. Points to go up 5-1.
Ball was deep.
Long chat followed by a fault.
40, 30.
I don't know, 4-1, 40-15. I don't know what there is to talk about. Let's keep playing the way we're playing.
Yeah. What's your feet on the serve, maybe?
A little positive energy there from Zabori.
Deuce.
That serve sat right up in her strike zone, and she thumped it straight down the line.
There's only so much information you can communicate with your partner.
Well, it's that speed of play. You know, Amy Shea has always been aware of her time on the court, what she needs to do. And you can feel a little bit of an energy spark coming from Harnish and Zabori right now. They're back. They clawed their way back to
Advantage, Miss
deuce.
Zabori.
So Shea's going to come back, and they're going to have another little chat. And you can see the footwork and the energy of Harnish and Zabori, that they can feel that this is an opportunity to break.
Ball was deep. Deuce.
It's good serve by Sutter.
That aggressive position from Amy Shea.
Zabori hitting consecutive lobs down the line, taking that angle.
Advantage, Miss Zabori.
With Sutter being a lefty, makes it hard for her to get it back into her corner, and probably looking to force the play over to Harnish so she can open up the court a little bit more.
Great call.
Good
from
call, good
Harnish.
cover by Zabori.
Game, Harnish Zabori. Shea Sutter lead 4-2, first set.
We got a long way to go, but at 4-1, 40-15, that's not the time to have a long conversation with your partner. That's what we saw there, and I don't know whether that turned the game around or not, but the game did turn around.
Well, it was the same time as we saw the footwork start to pick up, increase of Harnish and Zabori while they were waiting.
15 love.
Lucky little let cord there. Watch Harnish's serve here. Both feet off the ground as she strikes that ball.
Not up. 30 love.
Nice serve down the tee, takes away the angle.
And even if she makes it, she's not really made any inroads with that shot from back there.
30, 15.
They just need Harnish Zabori when Shea is hitting those nice deep lobs. Harnish and Zabori just have to be more patient.
40, 15.
Yeah, they have to be willing
Nice
to hit
touch.
the reset overheads and wait for the next one, and not go for the hard rollers or the heavy spin. That's
Yeah,
playing
they're just-
right
you
into
can-
Shea
you
and
can-
Sutter want.
Right, you can just feel that they want to pick up the pace. They want to pick up the speed of play, and they're just like we saw early in those first 4 games, just hitting the wrong overhead from too deep in the court. That's the overhead. They got to be careful. That's Shea with her accuracy on those lobs. She's getting Zabori to come over a little bit behind Harnish.
Zabori.
And if Zabori doesn't hit that overhead deep and slow to give herself time to get back, Shea is going to be able to hit that drive exactly where she wants and catch Zabori off the net. So they have to watch that.
Switching balls after 7 games.
New ball, ladies. New ball in play.
All right,
Okay,
Amy
Shea
Shea
to serve
take a
with new
practice
ball.
serve. Yep, take a little practice serve. Shea, last service game, really served well.
Love 15.
This whole match going to change
Lob
after
there,
that one
Harnish.
conference?
Yeah, well, that lob down that Harnish just forced Amy Shea behind, taking that backhand overhead.
15 all.
Nice drive by Zabori. Ooh. You can see Harnish looking to hit the drop. Well, that.
Amy Shea's got to be very careful with that 3/4 drive. Both Harnish and Zabori will be looking at the drop shot against her. Oh, boy, had Shea absolutely beat.
If that had gone over, it would have been a tough volley for Sutter. That would have been a big reaching volley there. Shea is serving so well. Harnish
blitz.
not being able to drive.
But that's Floor Harnish
forcing
at her
Harnish.
finest.
Yeah, but she's able to do it in a different way. She hasn't been able to drive that return to serve off of Shea.
Yeah, just understands, sees the court so well, saw the opportunity, took advantage. Going to get back to 4 all. Oh, Zabori is just missing a lot of balls right now.
Still trying to find that range. Too big. But Shea really serving well. That's another lob up by Zabori. I mean by Harnish.
So here's what I don't understand. Shea and Sutter have had several opportunities at this point to switch sides, but haven't.
Yeah, no, they haven't been. And Sutter's got that flat
Advantage, Ms.
overhead.
Zabori.
In the last match, they were switching as quickly as they could. That was a big point not to switch sides. And she ends up missing the backhand overhead. Another point for 4 all. Great play from Zabori.
Harnish Zabori. Games are 4 all. First set.
Zabori's really worked on that scout shot, that little off-pace dip, and she comes in behind it. Not looking to do anything more than get her opponents to hit up. Zabori serving 4-all.
Boy, if you're Shea Sutter,
15 love.
you cannot be happy to be at 4-all. Of course, at the beginning of the match, if you said, hey, it's going to be 4-all, we take it, they would have taken it in the blink.
Yeah.
That's a much better reset right there.
Yeah, able to find the last foot of the court deep and keep that ball low when you're off the net.
15 all.
Misses that one. Well, that's not their game plan right there.
15.
That's a ball she's got to lob. Didn't really have a good
Yeah,
swing
it's
at
not
it. Zabori was on top of the net. No reason to hit that ball.
It's not her favorite shot either. She likes to drive with her backhand.
Yeah, that is a little long.
Discussing the shoelace length of Amy Shea.
Thirty 15.
Catches
Smart
the nick.
change there.
Great
You saw
awareness there.
Jolene took off. Sutter took off. She was looking for the drop shot. Zabori held it long enough and just got that backside ball to die. Good cover by Harnish there. Zabori gets back to the baseline. And you can see Zabori has just relaxed now. Her shoulders are down and she's starting to pick her spots.
And they catch the lead cord there in the overhead.
40 30. Yep, 40 30.
Nice rip by Shea.
Zabori
This is
crossed the court. to hit
all
that
the way
forehand.
over.
Harnish Zabori. They lead 5
Right,
games
so
to 4.
from
First set.
1-4, 15-40 down.
4-1,
they've
50, 41, 40, 15.
Yeah, they've hit the front 5-4. Keeping it, see if they can keep it close here. And like we said, it's 6-0 head to head. Harnish and Zabori have yet to even drop a set. So these guys are, see if they can keep the pressure on them.
This would be a tough set to lose.
Yeah.
You could see Hunter Zabori really energized right now.
Well, that's the difference that we saw, right, Mark? And just in the body language, they came out a little bit flat. Shea Sutter came out very strong.
15 love.
Two
30
fast
love.
missed return of serves. Had all the momentum. 30 love.
Again, we see Shutter and Say that not switching. You've got a lefty, generally put forehands in the middle.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Great cover
Nice
from
volley
Hanish.
by Sutter. Yeah, smart volley by Sutter though.
They've really gotten away from their strategy. Early on, they were playing a lot of balls into Zabori. They've gotten away from that completely. Hanish is more involved in the play, opening the court up with her lobs again.
Yeah, and also it's respect out for Zabori's drive, I think too. They can sense that Zabori's starting to make more plays. In the beginning, she was going for too much too soon, making too many errors, so it was smart to keep it over there. But now she's starting to fill those spots.
$40-15.
All right, a point to tie it up for 5-all in the first set. Nice dipping return.
40-30.
We should remind our viewers that Shea and Sutter were up 40-15 last time Jolene Sutter served as well.
4-1. So this would be a significant hold if Sutter can tie this up at 5-all right here.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure how that shot could have gone in the court. Such a low ball, and she hit it so
needed like
hard.
a little. Yeah, she just needed like a little transition shot, get herself back into the net.
A little dink would have been fine. That ball had no chance of landing inside the lines.
Zabori puts pressure on you, though. I mean, she was right in front of her. Back to deuce.
Just a smart shot from Jolene Sutter. Lob volley and retreat.
Sutter's got great wheels, but well played by Zabori there. Really had the command of that play there. Drop shot and then saw the opening court.
And that takes us to set point.
Just low.
Zabori can't believe she missed that one. Popped up nice and high into her happy spot.
See where Hanish goes with this return. She had a nice return down the line. Yep.
Sutter staying back and then tries to hit the ball around Hanish.
Because she's got her forehand. That's the only shot she's going to be able to hit when Hanish hits that return there, and it puts pressure on her. Hanish is coming into the net, so
Got to either lob that ball or go right back at Hanish. Can't miss it wide. Set point number 2.
Or throw up a lob. She's not comfortable.
And there it is. Game in first set. Hanish Zabori.
They win the first set.
6-4.
6-4. There'll be 90 seconds for the TV.
The 22-23 APTA Tour is brought to you by Remedy Plus. When you need the extra boost on the paddle court, grab a great tasting, body fueling Remedy Plus bar and Remedy Plus shot. Fuel your body right with Remedy Plus.
90 seconds, 2 minutes, that's fine.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your body with the shot and the bar. Now available in a deliciously energizing power pack. See how much farther you can go with Remedy Plus.
Yeah, I mean, Harnish and Zabori, they're tough to beat. They trust that they have in themselves and also with each other against their opponents. Their ability to make adjustments during the match, not just in the car on the way home. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, but that was a disappointing set for Shea and Sutter. I mean, Harnish Sabori came out very slow. They were in complete control of the set, and then just kind of went away. I mean, part of it was certainly Harnish Sabori played better, but the 4-1 game was a sloppy game. They really invited him back in the match.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a huge turning point. You know, but it was a complete switch.
And I think all four women were waiting for the switch.
Yeah, well, it was just like Harnish and Zabori got off to a slow start. The strategy of Shea and Sutter was working. Now we'll see what adjustments they make. And Zabori, sometimes her shot selection choices are a little questionable.
A little.
But when they're confident, they're hard to beat. They're hard to stop.
Well, they're always confident. That's why they're always hard to beat.
I love that overhead where she's really lets the ball drop low and then keeps that overhead deep, not giving the opponents anything to work with. Very rarely see her hit an overhead that lands on the service line.
15 all.
She's either hitting a spin overhead into the screen or she's really hitting that reset overhead deep and low. And that's a real level separator.
15-30.
They're still making plenty of errors. Really not hit their stride yet, and they're up a set.
Gosh, you never count Amy Shea out of a match. She gives it her all. Sutter's been a student of the game. They started playing together. I think this is their 3rd season. She's a great competitor. Good racket skills.
But she's got to be careful of that 3/4 pace drive. She keeps getting beaten with the drop shot. See, she's frustrated there.
Anna Maria Zabori is serving. Her partner Floor Harnish at net.
Not up.
Jolene Sutter, the lefty, and the do side, and Amy Shea on the ad side. This is the women's semifinal. The Detroit Invitational. It's a Grand Prix event, so lots of points to be had here, Mark, as we head into national.
There you saw Shea moving forward for the drop shot. Oh, that's such a clever shot.
Advantage, Miss Zabori.
Zabori's like a shark that smells blood. She just knows when you're out of position and takes advantage.
Now that, I don't quite get that move. That's what Shea loves to do. She's so good at it. She gets that lob down the line, and I think that's Harnish's lob to take.
Absolutely. She take it hard to the side wire, give them time to get back in.
Or reset. But to have Zabori going all the way over behind and then going back to Shea is exactly what Shea wants.
Great get off the neck from Zabori as they switch back to their customary sides. Ugh, what is Zabori doing over there? What did she say? I'm such a ball hog?
Yes, and that was right.
She's absolutely right.
Miss Shea.
And she
I don't know if
apologized
she
with a big
thinks
hug
she's-
for her partner. Goes over there
she's
to
trying to
lop the ball off balance.
Trying to help Harnish out. I don't think Harnish needs any. See, that's that same shot. You're in trouble. Oh, Shea had what she
Deuce.
wanted.
Boy, this is almost
Overhead just past the service line at shoulder height.
this is almost a must-win game for Shea and Sutter. They just can't afford to let these games go.
I
They've
don't
lost
quite
5 in a
get
row.
why Harnish and Zabori are falling for that play. Unless they've got Harnish thinking she's going to cover that drop shot and be right on the net, and there's no way she's going to get back.
They were in huge trouble on that point.
Yeah.
There we go. Much better overhead
Good.
there.
2 calls for I go, I go. Nice lobs by Sutter.
That's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Advantage, Miss Zabori.
Shoulder turn tremendous on that overhead.
Deuce.
She giveth and she taketh, and the glove goes off again.
It's actually a mitt, so maybe she can't change her grip enough in there.
Oh.
Nice pickup by Shea.
Advantage, Miss Shea. Game.
Shea catches
Sutter.
Harnish
They win
off
the
the
first
net.
game of the second set.
And why do you think Harnish was so far off the net there?
Yeah, you know, their positioning is a little bit off.
Just no reason to be back there. They'd hit like 3 or 4 drives in a row, and yet she was still 8 feet off the net.
Especially against Shea, because that's what she wants. She's accurate there. All right, you can see the other court. Kiro and Medeiros won the first set 6-2 and are up 4-2 in the second set against the number 2 seeds, Anika Nicolescu.
That'd be a big win.
That would be a big win. Now, they did win a national ranking tournament out in Long Island 2 weeks ago.
Last
Kiro
weekend.
and Medeiros. So
Maybe it was 2 weeks ago in Australia, though. Just thinking about that. I mean, it's Sunday in Australia, so it's yesterday here. It's possible it was 2 weeks ago. I can neither confirm nor deny that. Okay, Amy Shea to serve. 1-love, second set.
just can't go back to
15
Shea
love.
that way. When you're off the net, she's going to make you pay. Well
To me,
played.
Harnish
She
got to take
sets
that overhead
play
back
up.
towards Sutter.
Yeah. and slow so that they can shift. But it's just
15 all.
phenomenal lob placement by Shea. She opens up the court so well, and she creates the chase.
15 all.
Very flat overhead that Sutter has.
It's from Hanish there.
30-15.
Going back to that play of just going back to Zabori and really taking Hanish out of the play.
Jerry, seeing Macy Medeiros and Linkiro up 4-2, 6-2, 4-2. I think that's a team we're going to see more of this year? Or is this a one-off? Or two-off?
No. I don't know what their plan is, but they're definitely a great combination. I mean, Macy Medeiros national championship. She knows what it takes to win. Interesting because, you know, Anika and Nicolescu, that's the first time probably they're seeing that combination. So they're not really sure what they're getting. And Medeiros is playing the ad side, so she always played the do side with Rodesnar.
I think she's better as Medeiros than she was as Elliott.
You're very funny, Mark. You might want to explain that to the viewers who might not know them.
Macy Elliott got married, became Macy Medeiros.
Just recently.
Another miss there from Zabori, followed by a cry of anguish. That was almost Araya-esque.
That speed of play again is favoring Shea Sutter.
We've gone back to what was successful early, which is playing a lot of balls into Zabori, make her create her own shots.
Freeze out Hanish. Hanish, who usually does a wonderful job of creating plays and also executing her own shots when the opening is there. But right now they've completely taken her out of the play. Zabori needs to be a little bit more deliberate in what she's doing.
I was going to use another word that began with D. I was going to use dynamic. She's very flat-footed. She's lobbing and watching.
Yeah.
Great ball from Hanish. Great transition.
Yeah.
But Zabori's just kind of standing there lobbing. She's now looking to set her offense up after she lobs.
Right. So is that right? Lobbing because she can't drive, as opposed to using the lob to set up the drive. Again, it's about that energy management. You don't see the jumping up and down.
No, flat.
Yeah, it's Shea Sutter's speed of play.
Missed that one.
Advantage, Miss Zabori.
Okay, Anika Nicolescu back to 4-3 second set. 4-love, that's 3 games in a row. It looked like they were completely out of it.
Mark, are they on serve? Do you know?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does to me.
And yes, I'll say they're on serve. Okay.
Nice little nick there.
Hana Sabori, games are 1-all.
All right,
Second
1-all. So this is the second Grand Prix stop tournament. On our
Okay, they are
stop, we have
definitely on
4.
serve, Jerry. Gabby Nicolescu is serving. Oh,
Okay.
wild overhead there from
15.
Zabori.
Yeah, like I was saying, there's 4 Grand Prix tournaments, which are worth more points, and this is the second one. Chicago Charities was the first. See, that's a great lob by Sutter, right where she put that play, forcing Zabori to go back and to the left. And I think Hanish is a little too tight to the net. And that overhead's going deep.
And that drop
She can
shot
come
from
off the
Zabori
net.
from the service line was probably not the best decision.
Hey.
Love 40.
Okay, let's just say this has not been Anna Maria Zabori's best game. Plenty of time to turn it
They
around, though.
just seem to lose their patience, and as Amy Shea lobs well, I mean, there's no surprise there. She always forces you out of the service box, and she likes and she makes you chase. So they just need to be more patient.
We'll take a peek at the other match. Here we go. So 40-15, they've got 2 points to get back to 4-all.
And that's Roxy and Nika on the left in the purple hat, Gabby Nicolescu in the orange shirt. Both players have tremendous spin overheads. And then there's Madero playing the ad side, Mark. And Lynn Kiro deuce side.
Okay, Jolene Sutter to serve.
Right.
2-1, second set.
Nice rip. Good hands by Sutter, but see that little undercut from Harnish keeps that ball deep and low, kind of skips.
But Sutter's got to get out there and let that ball go through. It was virtually impossible pickup she had.
Love 30.
The transition play definitely favors Harnish and Zabori. More options.
The faster the play, the better it is for Hana Sabori.
Definitely. It's just too tough an overhead from back there. Swinging backhand, going cross, changing the direction of the play. Really just, if you're going to take it as a backhand overhead, you want to just push it back straight. But that's the Achilles heel of a lefty-righty. They don't put forehands in the middle.
Ball was on the outside of the
That must
line.
have just caught the line, right?
Game, Hana Sabori. Games are 2-all. Second set.
You
Hold
just
on.
feel like at some point Hunter Sabori are going to start playing better and they're going to
no,
win the
it's not.
match.
New ball, lady. Sorry. Of course.
So just a reminder, Nationals is going to be held at the Glenview Club in Gulf, Illinois, the weekend of March 10th. And the end of season APTA Cup will be awarded, which includes $40,000 in prize money to the top 4 players in the men's and women's standings based on the APTA Tour results.
Love 15.
So each player's best 6 results will count towards the cup. That's the first rule breaking overhead that we've seen from Zabori.
15 all.
And more of a function of the great lobbing from Shea and Sutter. They've really
15 all.
kept Zabori out of the service box, so she can't really hit that breaking overhead that breaks, cuts, grabs the side screen.
30-15.
Kiro Medeiros up 5-3. Again, they're just playing too
40,
fast.
15.
Yeah.
Game, Hana Sabori. They lead 3-2, second set.
The
Hana Sabori won the
22-23
first set, 6-4.
APTA Tour is brought to you by Remedy Plus. Raise your paddle game to a whole new level with clean, natural, great tasting protein bars and energy shots by Remedy Plus. High performance has never tasted this good. It looks to me like Shane Sutter could use an Energy Plus, Remedy Plus bar right now, Jerry.
Yeah. Just going back to what we were talking about earlier, Mark, with the women, with the directors' jobs, how it's evolved during the other match semi-final. We've got, Lynn Quiros, he's director of rackets at the Glen Ridge Country Club. Elliot is the director of rackets at the golf club.
Medeiros.
Avon. Medeiros, sorry, that's
and
right.
she's now at Rolling Hills.
I haven't, okay.
She just got the job at the Rolling Hills Country
called
Club.
Congratulations to her. But director again, right? So she's...
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't called enough of her matches yet. And of course, Gabby Nicolescu and Roxy Anika, also from the Connecticut area.
Shea Sutter do not seem interested in switching back.
No. Because that does set up Sutter's backhand down the middle, which she likes. Nice two-handed backhand. Zabori's going to test the screen. Ah. There's that chase again.
Love 15. That's great, Polly.
Great shot there from Amy Shea.
15 all.
Yeah, we have the umpire appreciating the play and the skills of the players.
15-30.
So 5-4 in the next court. You see them switching sides. Big return there from Zabori. What was it you used to say about the water again, Jerry? What was that phrase?
Yeah. I was surprised that Shea didn't roll with that. She was right there.
Yeah. Water is going down the drain.
Yes. Which way,
Rapidly.
Mark?
15-40.
Counterclockwise for me.
Is it all right?
And on Sunday, too.
Ball's okay? Okay. We can change it up if all four of you agree. Okay.
The Rob LeBune also heads up the umpires in that area. If anybody's interested, reach out to the APTA. They have a certification for the umpires.
Second set.
And the train may have left the station, Jerry.
Rob LeBune, very well respected.
Love
The players just
15.
very comfortable.
The only bad thing I could say about LeBoon is he was a former partner of mine.
His partner selection is dodgy.
Yes, very dodgy.
Love 30.
And Hannah starts off with 2 faults.
Oy.
Wasn't that?
Yeah, well, I thought it was
you guys
wide.
called it out? Yeah, the ball was wide.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything, so
Yep.
I don't stop play. I didn't hear her.
Yep.
Yeah, that ball was clearly out.
Yep. And Rob LeBune's right. He's not calling the
Okay,
lines.
that's
The
fine.
umpire's calling the
was
score.
correct.
He
Didn't-
will
hear the
overrule
call.
if the players ask,
Okay, so
but
love
he's not
40.
going to make that call. All right. That
3
was long.
faults and a missed overhead that game.
Game, Shea, Sutter.
You have to say for Hannah Sabori, they're very generous. Very nice women.
Very-
Come back into the match. Really, we'd like to have you into our house.
Talk about the speed of play. That just totally got out of their own rhythm with those 3 faults.
And normally, Hannah's got a very reliable serve. Okay,
Yeah, yep.
so 3 points for 5 all.
Oh, Nicolescu going for a roller. Missed it wide.
They were way ahead in the last game, too, at 4-3. See if the Anika serve will hold up to the big moment.
Oof, that was a close one, too. That's Nicolescu in the orange, hitting the overhead. Roxy Anika in the black.
There it is,
Purple
5 all.
hat.
Playing a lot of balls into Lynn Kiro. Okay.
Joylene Sutter serving.
3 serving 4, yes.
A great volley from Anish.
Love 15.
Yeah, I was surprised Hanish didn't come in behind that return of serve. Sutter was staying back.
just if you're going to stay back, you can't drive the ball like that. Just set your partner up.
Gotta
Lob
lob.
the ball, yeah. Or
Yep.
make a strong drive, but that's a non-starter right there. Love 30. Little coughing fit for
Going
Fuller
back to
Henderson.
regular,
She's
they've-
suffering with a cold this weekend.
Yeah, they've been playing Australian, so they've gone back to regular here.
Love 40.
So that's just got to get back a little bit more on those overheads. She wants to work on, as well as putting some spin on, just making sure the overhead goes back deeper. That's the switch. That's going to be trouble.
Game.
Once Sabori gets that
Sabori.
1-2 combination, that
They
little
lead 5
scout
games to
shot, and
3.
then closes the
Second
net.
set.
But Shea was so late
Zabori
bailing on
will-
that ball. Had time to
Zabori
get
will
back and didn't.
serve.
Now Zabori will serve for the match.
Fifteen love. All.
So many faults today from Hana Sabori. Normally two of the best servers in the game.
Yeah, you just get the sense that they're rushing on these service games now. They can sense the finish line's close. It's really important to just stay the speed of play with what got you here.
What got them here?
Well, you're always
30,
but they sparked
15.
themselves up. You know, 4-1. They did it. They picked up their energy. This is not their best performance.
Wow, that's a euphemism if ever I've heard one.
But that's what good players do, right? That's what champions do.
Winning with
They
your B
find a
game.
way to win when their best game is not always there. They just mentally hang in there.
Little mini tennis game.
Oh,
she misses that
yeah.
one.
30 all.
Pushed it long. Both teams just waiting for that right ball. Sabori's waiting for a short lob so she can hit, spin overhead, and smart placement on the drive by Sutter.
30,
Right
40.
up high. That's a tough volley up by that right armpit.
Wait to get back to 5-4.
Sutter's
Well,
wide.
that was wide.
Yeah,
Yep,
that was
called
wide.
out, confirmed.
Game, Shea Sutter. Hana Sabori lead 5-4. Second set. Hana Sabori won the
Well,
first
Hana
set,
Sabori
6-4.
have had some tough matches in Detroit. Last year, proper Maturka had match point on them.
I think like 6 or 7 of them.
And they were down, and they clawed their way back and then came through and won that tournament. But
Okay, here's
what
a
do we got
sneak
here?
peek. This is a break point.
A 5-0.
That was game point for Nicolescu and Ika. Back to deuce. Lincara's got a terrific serve.
Ooh. I was surprised the returner serve got through the middle there.
It looked good, but I guess called out. Okay. Amy Shea served to stay in the match at 4-5 at the second. Great play from Flor Hanisch.
And we've seen this time and time
Love
again in her
15.
career. She just senses the moment, and as she starts the blitz, really puts pressure on that server having to volley up. Haven't seen too many lob blitz plays, which she likes as well, but more a function of the strategy of Shea and Sutter to shut Harnish out from the backcourt. So she wasn't able to have that play.
15 all.
So Bori's missing the drive.
Is that Robbie Laboon counting there? Counting how much time they're taking between points. I like it.
Oh.
Play must be continuous. Chuck Vassell taught me that. Big shout out to Chuck Vassell, who died last week, one of the greats of our game. Former APTA president,
Past
Hall
president.
of Famer.
Uh,
30-15.
$30-15. There's a good forehand
nice
return.
returner serve.
Zabori.
Caught.
30
Look where
all.
Shea is. On the service line.
And to the right side of the service line, the left side of the service line, so she's hitting forehand volleys. There's no chance to hit a forehand volley on that side.
Yeah, tough.
2 points from the match once again. Once again, Zabori so static with her feet. That forehand could have been driven so easily. There's a short overhead they hit.
It's good control of the drive there.
Yep, more aggressive there with her feet.
40.
Match point. One 1,000, two 1,000, three 1,000. Counting for Robbie. Mississippi, right.
Match point.
And there it
Nice.
is, game, set,
Well
match.
Set,
Hana
match.
Sabori 6-4,
Hana
6-4.
Sabori, 6-4.
All right, well, they'll be
6-4.
thrilled that they're into the final, but they do have some
Nice
work
match,
to do.
ladies.
Not
Thank you
not
all.
the sharpest we've
Yeah.
seen them play, but also, you know, credit to Shea and Sutter. They really came out strong in that first set, going up 4-1, 40-15, and the tide turned, which, as we spoke about, that's what champions do. They find a way to come through.
And here's the draw.
So we're waiting for the winner of the other semifinal, which is a lot of interest in that new team, Kiro and Medeiros.
Gabby Nicolescu is
Nika
serving for the
Nicolescu.
second set.
Okay. And so, Mark, we're going to be back on. What's the schedule for tomorrow for the live stream?
9 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's Eastern time. I don't know what time that is in Australia, like 5 in the morning Thursday, maybe?
15 and a half hours ahead I am.
Oh, I thought it was like 3 days.
No. Slight exaggeration. All right, what's happening here? 6-5, 30 all.
You got someone else to help you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're going to
let's
stay here through this point, the end of this game.
great. I wanted to have a look. I have not seen Kiro and Medeiros play as a team, so.
I need the side that Jolene's on. Just because the handles don't move.
Okay, so Nicolescu's in the orange shirt. She's on the ad side. Roxy and Nika on the do side, purple hat. Oh, catches Lynn Kiro off the net, having to hit that forehand volley.
And that brings us to set point. They were down 4-love about half an hour ago. What do you think of Nicolescu on the do side here, Jerry?
Hey, look, she said at the beginning of the season that she was happy to play with whichever side Anika wanted to play on. She'll play on the opposite side.
Yeah, I think this probably makes sense. They play on different sides. I like that strategy.
No, but she's giving it, my point is she gave the tip of the hat to Roxy's choice.
Yeah, I just think that's a mistake. I think this team is going to go as far as Nicolescu takes them. She's got to be the alpha, and Anika's got to be the support player. And until they do that, I'm just not sure they're going anywhere. And the other thing is, you just, so much of the time you feel like with these two women, they're two individuals playing out there together, not as a team.
Right, right. I don't know how much practice time these guys put in together with, you know, both
huge
big
miss
jobs.
there.
Both have 2 small children, so there's a lot of time management issues.
Set point number 2. And there it is, game and second set to Anika Nicolescu, and they are back from the dead.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, you know, like I said, both teams have not played each other before, right? Different combinations of it, so they're not sure what the strategy is. You've got to see where the strengths are, and with Medeiros changing sides, how does she build a point out of the ad side using the screens? What's Lynn Kiro's ability to build points out of the do side, because she played the ad side? So
Okay,
that'll
Jerry.
be something to look forward to tomorrow for the women's final.
And you'll be awake at that point
give us
or
that
not?
run. I'm going to get up. Give me
Wow.
the rundown of the schedule tomorrow.
Okay, so we have the
What's happening?
men's semi
Right.
at 9 o'clock.
I'll probably sleep through that one.
That's just an Orion match. You don't want to see that. And then the
I
women's
can watch
final.
that. I know. I'll watch that later.
Yeah, you'll catch the recording of it. Women's final
Yeah.
at 11, men's final at 1, and that's a tentative schedule because, as we all know, platform matches tend to run long at times.
All right. Well, we'll sign off.
Okay, and that's a wrap. See everybody tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Jarrett. Clear?
Done. Great job. Hey, good stuff to you. Patty, good job. Yeah, a lot of fun. You guys look great out there. How long have you been playing?
Who, me? Oh, I've been playing my whole life. How about you?
Wow, I only started playing when I retired.
Someone say retired?
Looking good out there, Eli.
Thank you.